What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to Jake's FC. As always, big up to everyone who's been interacting with the channel, liking the vids, subscribing to your boy, and letting me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's that time of the week, that time of the day, that time of the hour, that time of the minute. Match preview, and this time it's Leeds United versus Arsenal. We go up to Yorkshire for the 3 o'clock kickoff away at Leeds United, Elland Road tomorrow. And this is not going to be an easy game because Leeds are actually on form, ever since at the start of the season. They had a shaky start. They were losing quite a lot of games, and a lot of people were saying that Leeds are one of the teams that should go back down. But over the past few months, since like November, we've seen Leeds turn their form around. And in terms of their form at Elland Road, they've only lost 2 games this season. That was the 2-1 loss to Tottenham back in October and the 2-1 loss to Villa back in December. So Ellen Road is not going to be an easy place to go. Their form there is quite good. They have some decent wins against some of the big teams. They beat Chelsea there. They drew against Liverpool. They drew against Man United. And yeah, not going to be an easy game for us, especially the form that we have coming into this game. 2 draws and a loss in our past 3 games. So this is not a nice time to be meeting Leeds away, especially when the team is um what do you call it? I'd say the team is quite vulnerable at the moment. Obviously, no wins in our last 3 games. You don't want to bounce. You don't want Leeds to be to be the team that you need to face in order to bounce back, especially at Elland Road, as I said. But I believe that the boys should put in a good performance to this game, and hopefully we do get the win because City are creeping about now, bro. Those last 3 games that we had where we dropped points, it's cost us now because we should have been like 7, 8, 9, 10 points clear, and now it's only 4 points because of the loss to Man United over the weekend last Sunday. And now we have to win today. We have to win tomorrow because City played Tottenham on Sunday, Villa played Brentford on Sunday as well, and I believe both teams are going to win their games very easily. Even though City's form against Tottenham is quite shaky, Tottenham is a bogey team, but then I just feel like Tottenham are horrible at the moment. Even though they always have that ability to turn it on against Man City, I just think they're a horrible team, and we shouldn't be expecting them to do us any favors. So we should just count that as a City win, and Villa as well against Brentford. I feel like Brentford's away form is quite poor, so we shouldn't be expecting them to do anything against Villa. But we just have to do our job. As long as we do our job, we can't start to worry about other teams because as long as we do our job, then we're in the driving seats. The ball is in our court. We're the A side. It's in our hands. But anyway, let's get to the preview. Let me get to the team lineup. This is what I want to see Mikel Arteta going for. In goal, David Raya, no questions about it, comes back into the team. Obviously, Kepa played in the midweek game against Kairat, but that was a dead rubber game. Should be seeing David Raya come back into the team for this game in goal. Right back, Julian Timber comes back into the team. Obviously, he was out of the match day squad against Kairat because he picked up a knock against Man United. But he should be back for this game. And similar to William Saliba, he was out for the Kairat game as well because he also picked up a knock. But from what I've seen, the news outlets there are saying that both of them should be back for this game. So Timber right back, William Saliba centre back. Right next to him, gonna be Gabriel. Pretty straightforward. Left back, I'm gonna go for Calafiori. He obviously came off at halftime against Leeds United, not Leeds United, against Kairat in the Champions League game. But I believe hopefully that was just like a precaution. Maybe Ateta was like, you've got in 45 minutes under your belt. Now we wrap you up in Cotonou for the game against Leeds. So I'd like to see Calafiori come back into the team at that left back position. into the midfield, and I'm actually going to change things up for this game. First of all, I'm going to go for Declan Rice, and in the pivot, I'm going to go for a pivot midfield too. I'm going to go for Declan Rice first of all. Captain, that's the skipper, that's the leader of this team, and he should be wearing that armband. That armband is it's as easy as that because whenever the team looks to whenever I'm looking around this team and I'm looking for leaders in this team, Declan Rice is high up on that list, and believe that all Arsenal fans agree on that. So Declan Rice, first of all, and right next to him, I'm actually going to go for Christian Norgard, bro, because he's played well in all the games that he's played this season. He hasn't featured a lot, especially in the Premier League, but in the cup games, whenever he's had an opportunity in the team, he's put in good performances. And that performance he put against Kairat in the midweek game in the Champions League, that was a very good performance. I'm seeing this guy do flicks in the box, creating chances, passing forward. And I'm surprised we haven't seen Norgard play. Um, yes, I'm surprised we haven't seen him getting more opportunities in this team because he's actually a decent player. And I'd actually drop Zumamendi for this game because, listen, you cost us against Man United, but obviously everyone makes mistakes. It's part of football. We've seen the best players make mistakes. Guys like Van Dijk, Gabriel, the best centre backs in the world, the best goalkeepers, we've seen them make mistakes. But then for this game, yeah, I'm dropping Zubamendi and I'm putting Christian Nogard into the team for this game because I believe he deserves an opportunity in the team. He deserves a chance. So Declan Rice and Christian Nogard as the pivot. Ahead of them, I'm going to put Eberechi Eze in the number 10. Obviously, Kai Havertz played that spot against Kairat, and he played very well. And I believe probably that's what Arteta is going to go for because I don't think in Arteta's eyes, Eze has done enough for him to go into that number 10 spot, even though I would start Eze. I believe that Arteta subbing Kai Havertz off for the second half in that game against Kairat means that he's probably looking to start him. Maybe he could be in the striking position, or I think he's going to start him in the 10. But I'd go for Eberechi Eze. I don't want to see Martin Odegaard in this team, not at all. We saw what happened as soon as he came into the team um, during that second half against Kairat. And I'm not going to blame it all on him, but we saw how the team's performance dropped as soon as he stepped onto that pitch. So I do not want to see Martin Odegaard starting this game because if he starts this game, I don't think we're probably going to drop points in this game. So I'm going to go for Eberechi Eze in that number 10 spot. I believe he deserves a chance. And yeah, I'd like to see him there as a front three. Bukayo Saka on the right comes back into the team for this one. Obviously, Madueke started on that right hand side against Kairat. Saka got enough rest for this game and scored some decent goals against Leeds. The last time we went to Allen Road back in 2022, Bukayo Saka got the winning goal, the only goal for the game, because I remember we won 1-0 in that game and Saka scored a very good goal with a right footed finish um, in the keeper's near post. And I'd like to see Saka putting in a similar performance, a similar type of dropping a similar type of impact in this game. So Saka on the right hand side. Left hand side, I'm actually going to go for Leandro Trossard. He also got a rest during the midweek game against Kairat. And you could put in a case for Martinelli probably deserving a start in this game. But I feel like Martinelli is better off in the Champions League games because there is more space in behind. There's more spaces. There's more enough open spaces for him to exploit because of how teams play in that competition. I don't think teams in the Premier League play as open, especially a Leeds team like this. They're gonna be compact, five at the back, probably like a 3-5-2 formation. Gonna be compact. So this game suits Trossard way more. Up front, I'm gonna go for Victor Gyökeres. He's gotten himself a couple of goals over the last few games, and that should give him confidence. And I like to see him get the same amount of opportunities in terms of passes, in terms of chances being created for him, as we did during that midweek game against Kairat. And if you create those kind of chances for him, then your careers will bag. It's as easy as that. So that's my starting 11. And in terms of the score prediction, I think it's going to be a difficult game. And I'm happy. I'm quite happy. It's actually a 3 o'clock 3 o'clock kickoff rather than a 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. under the lights because we all know how long those kind of games are. But I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Arsenal win. I don't care how we win. Actually, I do, but I don't at the same time. I want to see a good performance, but just grab the 3 points because right now we need to get back into winning ways. And if we have to win this game, bro, because otherwise the pressure is going to start kicking in, and it's only January. So I'm gonna go for 2-1, 2-1 win for Arsenal. Not gonna be an easy game at all, but I believe we will get the win. And onto the ball will be in City and Villa's court on Sunday. But you lot let me know your thoughts on my team lineup. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Let me know what your score predictions are in the comments. And see you lot soon. I'm out.